Today I want to show you two quick and easy recipes to add that Christmas spirit to your home. Glühwein, which is German mulled wine, as well as my all-time favorite German cookies. So stick around. Hello and welcome back to cooking. I didn't say that last time. One of my favorite things about living in Germany is visiting the Christmas markets, drinking some Glühwein, and eating some Christmas cookies. That's why today I'm gonna show you how to make Glühwein in less than 10 minutes, and then at the end of the video, Alina will make her signature Christmas cookies as a bonus. Glühwein is German mulled wine, and it literally translates to glow wine because of the glowing warmth it spreads. It is Christmas in a cup, and it is incredibly easy to make with just a few ingredients. Let's start with the wine. I'll be using Primitivo, but I also love making it with Merlot or Cabernet Sauvignon or Nero d'Avola. If you're not sure what to use, I'd recommend just using an app like Vivino, scan some of the wines you like, and look for something that's somewhere between dry and sweet and not too tannic. Also, I recommend something with cherry and vanilla notes. Now for the rest of the ingredients, I'll be using the zest of 1 orange and about 100 milliliters of freshly squeezed orange juice. 1 to 2 cinnamon sticks. I prefer to use Ceylon, but right now I only have cassia, which is why I'm gonna use 2. I'll also need 7 cloves, 50 grams of sugar, and 100 milliliters of water to make a spice syrup. You can also add some star anise and a few shavings of nutmeg if you like, but I prefer to keep it simple. Finally, sometimes I like to add a bit of lemon juice at the end if the Glühwein needs a bit more acidity, but this is completely optional. Now to make the syrup, I'm just gonna add the water, sugar, cinnamon, and cloves to a pot and bring it to a boil, letting it simmer for about 5 to 10 minutes. While that simmers, I'll take the zest from 1 orange using a potato peeler. I'm not adding too much pressure to avoid getting too much of the white skin, which tastes bitter. Then squeeze the juice from 1 to 2 oranges. I only need about 100 milliliters of orange juice, and I will measure this in a comically large measuring jug. It's been about 5 minutes, and the syrup is starting to thicken. So now, I just need to add the orange zest, orange juice, and a bottle of wine and slowly heat everything up. The key here is not to let the wine boil or the alcohol will evaporate. I try to keep it under 80 degrees Celsius. Then, just turn off the heat, put a lid on the pot, and let it infuse for a few minutes. You can keep any leftovers in an airtight container in the fridge for up to 3 days and reheat it whenever you need it. You can also throw it in a thermos and take it on a snowy hike. I did this with some of my friends and it honestly was one of my favorite Christmas memories. Now the best way to enjoy this Glühwein is with some Christmas cookies. And my all-time favorite Christmas cookie is the Vanillekipferl. They're just so buttery and crumbly and delicious, and they're extremely easy to make. Now, my wife Alina is the expert in Christmas cookies, so she's gonna do the baking while I do the filming and the talking. It's always me doing the talking. Start by preheating the oven to 175 degrees Celsius or 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Mix all your solid ingredients in a bowl and incorporate the butter with a hook attachment, kneading it until thoroughly combined. Now finish kneading the dough by hand, wrap it in plastic foil, and refrigerate it for about 20 to 30 minutes. While the dough is cooling, sift the powdered sugar into a large bowl and mix it with a packet of vanilla sugar. By the way, you can also make this recipe vegan by substituting the butter with margarine. The margarine has a little less moisture than the butter, so you'll get a more crumbly texture. My wife made an extra batch for my nephew because he can't have milk products and she's an angel, and they really turned out great. Now just form the dough into rolls with a diameter of about 4 centimeters or 1.5 inches and cut into slices about 2 centimeters thick. Roll them in your hands and shape them like crescents and arrange them on a baking tray lined with baking paper. If they don't look perfect, that's okay. That's what makes them look homemade. Then bake them in the middle rack for about 15 minutes. While the first tray is baking, you can prepare the second one. You can see a little browning around the edges of the cookies, which is perfect. If you look at the bottom and you see some browning, that's the butter and sugar caramelizing, and that's gonna give it some amazing flavor. Let them rest for about 2 minutes so they get a little more firm, and then cover them in powdered sugar and place them on the rack to cool. It's important for the cookies to still be warm when you're coating them with powdered sugar, since this helps the powdered sugar stick. If I go anywhere and they hand me a cup of Glühwein and some Christmas cookies, that's all the Christmas I need. I hope you get to make these recipes, and I hope you share them with someone you love, because that is what this channel is all about. Let me know if you do in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. Have a happy holiday. Catch you on the next one.